Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your July 2023 general monthly reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. This is a 9-card spread. Beginning, middle, and ending of the month is what I'm tapping into here. Make sure you check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs as well, so you get a bigger picture of what's to come for you for this month. Your playlist is up here with all the Sagittarius readings for your monthly, your weekly, your bonus, whatever else I got out there for you. Make sure that you check that out. If you are new to me, welcome. I do appreciate you stopping by and checking out my channel. I would love it if you subscribe. Look at that. Beyond all hardships and disagreements and arguments, you're able to manifest the perfect outcome, the happy medium, the win-win solution. I absolutely love the energy, how you end the month. Let's see what your energy oracle is popping up for you this month. Okay, community. Woman holding a heart. I love it. That is like Queen of Cups energy. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, and you have the card of contract. Some of you could be thinking of entering a contract. There may be contracts that are coming up for you to be signing sometime throughout this month. Definitely by the end of the month, I feel like there will be this the need for attention to certain contracts that will come up, whether that's a business contract or personal contracts, agreements. For some of you, it could be breaking a soul contract or you know, karmic ties within a situation that perhaps has been replaying in your life. I'm also getting contract in terms of you know, marriage, commitments, child support, alimony. Oh my God, I kid you not. Almost every sign has gotten this card in this position. That card is trustworthy guidance. So I do feel like, oh, and you have the card of have confidence. I can't remember who else got that. Maybe it was Virgo or Capricorn. As I was saying, there could be something that you have planning in the works. Maybe it's an engagement, a marriage, a union of parties. I also feel that maybe some of you could be signing contracts or applications or agreements, like applying for a loan, doing refinance, or maybe even getting on board to start a business. Or for some of you, it feels like it could be getting into business, right? Into a business entrepreneurship with someone. For others of you, you could be going through probate, inheriting property, real estate. I just keep getting real estate. I know I don't see the Four of Wands here, but I swear I see the Four of Wands in my mind's eye. You do have Three of Wands with the Magician and the Ace of Cups here at the bottom. So I do feel that whatever this contract situation, agreements does end up being in a positive light, especially if it is in regards to children. Okay, so this could be something in regards to your child, you know, your children. Could be future children that you are thinking about, because that does come up here. And so the energy for the month, you have the card of community. This is like your Three of Cups energy. This is a community of people. This is being surrounded by a community, having a lot of love and support regardless of what you've been through or what you are currently going through. I get this feeling of always having people around you that can uplift you, feeling like these are your people, right? These are people where you just feel like you belong, like things are just right. Things are perfect. It just feels as though regardless of the situation or whatever situation you may be going through, that you are always supported. You have the right people around you that are loving, caring, supportive. And I heard the word endearing. So I do feel like you have people that are always looking out for you. You have people that, you know, when they think of you, they let you know. Maybe you haven't seen them or talked to them in a while, but they do pop, like you pop into their mind. They reach out to you. I feel like there's a situation with someone, maybe a friend, a family member, where maybe communication hasn't been the best. Maybe there's been some defensive energy there. And I feel like if you are trying to make peace within a situation, you do lean on your community, your support system, which is your community of people that are really going to help to highlight what your next step should be, or how to better handle things, right? Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords, the Seven of Wands right in the middle. Even if it's an uncomfortable conversation, the 2 sevens here really tell me that, this is kind of like a divinely guided connection that is being made, right? Like this was set up by the universal energies because you need to clear the air, because you need to just kind of not be so defensive, or someone is dropping their defenses to help open up the doors of communication. However, when I see the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords here, there is that energy of feeling like you're walking on eggshells, like you can be communicating, like everyone is getting together. Maybe it's like a family celebration. Maybe it's going to be like over 4th of July holiday. If you're in the States, maybe it's, a festival, a party. There's like a family gathering, a union, a gathering of people. And so it's like you want to play nice. You don't want any problems. You want to enjoy yourself, and vice versa. And so it's kind of like waiting for the shoe to drop, right? Because in the past there could have been some miscommunication, arguments, disagreements. And now it feels like the arguments, the fighting was pretty bad, and now people may want to sweep it under the rug. So there's a little bit of defensiveness energy there, like I'm gonna keep it cool, but don't push me because shit's gonna hit the fan. So just keep that in mind if that is the type of personality you may have been dealing with, or if that's the type of energy you tend to bring to the table in a tough situation, or with a specific person, because you already know how they do things, right? So you also have the card Woman Holding a Heart towards the middle of the month, card number 44. You can look up the number 444 or just the number 44, or 4 plus 4 is 8 also. So that could be a significant meaning for you. Also, you have 2 6s, and, you have, well, I was going to say I have 2 3s, but only because that reminds me of 3 of Cups, but that's not card number 3. But the Woman Holding a Heart, again, this is opening yourself up to open communication, being a little bit more vulnerable, especially with the 9 of Wands here. The 9 of Wands here is saying, you've been resilient through some tough times. You don't want to keep fighting. You're over what needs to be put behind you. However, there's this feeling of afraid that someone's going to keep bringing up the past. And I'm sorry, I forgot to read you the Have Confidence card for the beginning of the month. It says here, moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself, but confidence in God is enough. God, your creator, whatever you believe in, of course, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy you, your courage and faith. Okay, hadn't read it yet, and pretty much lined up with the message that I had said, that this is divinely orchestrated, this chance meeting, this get together, this party, this holiday celebration, where people that maybe have been at odds at one point or another kind of make peace or make amends, or there is a little bit of a meeting of the minds, but not necessarily everyone hashing out their issues, but just like for the sake of whatever, fill in the blank, we're going to keep it cool, right? So I feel like that has happened here. So I also feel, because you have the card of trustworthy guidance here with a woman holding a heart, and in between you have the 9 of Wands, the 5 of Cups. This is kind of like that energy of, I've been through some shit. I'm not happy about the decisions or how things ended up, but I feel like someone here with the woman holding a heart and the trustworthy guidance is going to be saying to you, listen, I know it's been a while. I know you guys aren't getting along. I know that there's been some, awful things that maybe were said at one point or another, but maybe it's time for you to, not shut this person out and open yourself up to receiving whatever apology or conversation or communication that this person may have to offer, right? Or this could be vice versa. This person could have left their guard down and been more open to receiving whatever it is that you are bringing to the table, right? Woman holding a heart. This is someone who is very compassionate and forgiving, but also very loving, and also wanting to do things out of love or with a loving heart. It's like leading with love and keeping in mind and in consideration the Nine of Wands with the Five of Cups. It's like there have been so many opportunities that you haven't been able to share with this person or these people or this group of people, friends, family, whoever it may be, that you wish you could have at one point. And maybe at one point you felt alone. Like you felt like, I wish they were still a part of my life. I wish they were still here. And so it really does bring this sense of sadness. But I'm hearing very much that you really need to give yourself some grace and be more compassionate and loving to yourself. You've got two cups standing here and a path behind you that leads you to the other side of this emotional river that has taken a toll on you, because you're crying over these three cups that have spilled, okay? And so the number 3 may be significant for you. This could be a situation involving 3 people or 3 or more people. But I do feel like it's time for you to say, I've been through some shit. I'm now open to receiving and seeing what's next for me. These 2 cups. I'm going to turn around and pick these 2 cups and see what's in store for me. And the next step is the 6 of Wands. Speaking of 6 of Wands, that is really like you are supported. Like I said with this community card, and it's like almost like right in your face support. Okay, Sagittarius, like, hello, this is what you've missed out on. A bigger support system that you thought. Maybe you only thought you had 2 friends or, family members or 2 people in your life that, loved, cared, adored you and supported you. And then you discover you've got a whole slew, a whole group of people. And then people start coming out of the woodwork saying, hey, you can call on me at any time. Or I know that we haven't spoken in a long time, but hey, I'm always here for you. Doesn't matter what time or day or what's going on. I'm here, right? So I do feel that with the 6 of Wands card here, you realize that you can get through this. You are lined up with the right people and the right support system. And, even if things don't always work out the way you had hoped, or maybe you feel like there are some bridges that cannot be rebuilt or mended, it is okay to just release any hold that any type of past anger or sadness or grief has had a hold on you, okay? So the card of trustworthy guidance says, you've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. This idea could bring about some sort of business contract. I just heard like a marriage of ideas or an actual marriage. Maybe you decide you want to get married or renew your vows. Maybe you decide to get a prenup, a postnup. Maybe this is a business contract, or you decide to get, pre-qualified to purchase a home. The contract really does feel almost, I'm also hearing almost like a contract with yourself. Like you've made yourself some promises that whatever happens is going to happen, but you are only looking towards the future and you're ready to manifest the life that you want for yourself. You're no longer looking towards the past, looking towards what hurt you, what broke you, or, what can sometimes still replay in your mind as a negative hold over your heart or your conscience, right? The Magician, along with the Ace of Cups. If you are saying, I'm only open to loving connections, friendships, relationships, the people that love me, that truly, genuinely love, care, and support me, they are the only ones I want in my life. And universe, release everyone else. Release whomever needs to be released from my life that does not truly love, care, support me. And I feel like if even if it's you just wanting to create a more positive home life, a more positive family life, a more positive work life, or just harmony and happiness within yourself, where you feel good about yourself moving forward and the decisions that you've made for you, your children, your family, your partner, your spouse, your business, or whatever it may be. You feel really good by the end of the month. I'm telling you that right now. I'm going to say like from the second half of the month and on, things start really looking much more open, positive, and I feel like more opportunities will come your way. You have the card of the child. Also feel that there's a sense of innocence regarding a child or children. If you have a baby, maybe you're looking back at someone's childhood and missing when your children were tiny little babies and they were so cute and innocent and sweet, and some of you may be thinking back to wishing and hoping and praying that you can bring those memories back. I mean, I know sometimes I look at my child's toddler and baby years, and man, time has flown, right? And so you have the card of child. You care deeply about children and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. Also, yes, it does touch on the inner child. And so I do feel that some of you may need to lean on your inner child, right? You may need to, really tap into that inner child within you that needs some healing, that maybe at one point or another felt like they weren't fully supported, or maybe they felt like, I know that some people say this as a joke, but maybe you felt like you weren't loved or hugged enough or paid attention to enough. Maybe you were just kind of pushed to the side, or maybe there was a lot of discord and strife in your upbringing. And this could also be when you became a parent. Was that the life that you started to give your children that you swore you never would? And so now you're creating a whole new environment of love and support in a family situation. So let's tap into the Guardian Angel Tarot. I'm going to pull a couple cards of what messages your inner child needs at this time. Messenger of thought, healer of emotion, and look at that, the spiritual teacher, which is the spiritual teacher in this deck is the Hermit card. But the messenger of thought is, I believe that is the Knight of Swords, which is this card here. Let me double check because sometimes I forget if the healer in this deck, the messenger is the page and the healer is the knight or the queen. My bad. It's different with this deck. Yeah. So yeah, didn't I say the Queen of Cups? So that's this energy here. Messenger of thought is the Page of Swords. So Page of Swords says it's a new topic or intellectual project is really exciting for you. There's so much to learn before you feel ready to move forward. New information may require changes to your plans. Review all documents carefully. Will meet or are someone who loves to learn and share knowledge. This person is brilliant and truthful, but also blunt and not very diplomatic. So, this highlighted that review all documents carefully. If there is a contract or some sort of paperwork that you may be signing, make sure that you review that. You have the healer of emotion, which is the Queen of Cups here. This is a time to follow your heart and feel the fullness of your emotions. You may feel so compelled to nurture others that you forget to care for yourself. Flashes of intuition provide you with incredible insights. You or another person is a kind, tender-hearted, loving, and trustworthy friend. And this is the Hermit card. In this deck, it's called the Spiritual Teacher. There are great rewards in spending time alone. Use those moments of solitude to focus on love and ways in which you might give to those around you. Shine your light as an example for others to follow. Seek out a spiritual mentor of your own if your life feels unfulfilled right now. I do feel like you have already been in this like hermit mode that you're trying to come out of, because I do see that if there was some sort of discord and maybe detachment from a sticky situation in your past, that you are now ready to open yourself up moving forward. And things feel really positive. I do feel like you're going to end this month on a very high note. I'm going to pull a couple tea leaf tarot cards here to see what kind of messages come through for you. The card of Wheel says indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. The card of Barrel, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. The card of Tent, whatever situation that you may be worried about, maybe makes you kind of want to run away from at times, says it's a temporary situation. You have the card of Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. That Five of Cups energy is pretty much that energy, crying over spilled milk and, feeling sad about, things that maybe you feel you had missed out on, or others had missed out on, areas in your life that you wish you could have shared with them. And the card of Jug, it says lighthearted, carefree time. And the card of Nest, an emotional, secure, loving family is important to you. I mean, that was obvious, because I even said that I had the vision of Four of Wands in my mind's eye, like bringing your family together and building a beautiful home and family life. And I love that this is definitely reinforcing it, even though the Four of Wands isn't here. So that is your message for the month of July. Your weeklies are up right after, so make sure you guys subscribe. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Easiest way that you can support me and my channel and to help keep this channel going so that the algorithm picks it up and starts shuffling my readings out there. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Have a wonderful month, and I will see you guys in your weeklies. Take care. Bye.